I'm John Wells with the Hamilton Spectator, and I'm here in Port Dover, and I'm on a fish tug, as they call them in the industry, a fishing boat in the commercial fishing industry. And I'm here with Joe Zimba, who is a captain of one of the boats and has been for years. Joe, thanks for meeting with me.
Yeah, no problem.
Appreciate it. So first, a little bit about yourself. You're currently working in the business.
Yeah.
How long have you worked on the water?
Well, I started when I was 16. I'm 47 now, or 57 now.
Yeah.
So, well, what, 40 years anyways, 41 years.
Yeah. And you've been a captain of a boat for how long?
Probably 35 years, yeah.
Right. And you worked with Mike Smith.
Yeah.
So you met Mike a couple of years ago, I guess.
Yeah.
And started working with him.
Yeah. Well, I knew Mike for a while. He worked on one of the other boats,
Right.
and then he wasn't doing nothing, and I needed a man, so I asked him if he wanted to work, and he said, "Yeah, no problem. I'm more than happy to."
Right.
Yeah.
And fishing ran in Mike's family, and he was big on the tradition of it all and that sort of thing. What was he like to work with? How did he treat the job?
Oh, he loved the job. He loved the job. It didn't matter. Like for us, it's you don't get paid unless you catch something. But for him, it was like just as long as he's on the water, he was happy, right?
Right.
He always liked to take pictures and he liked to, on his Facebook, like to keep all the older people that were in the industry or had people in the industry, family in the industry. He always liked to take pictures and put stuff on the internet. And yeah, I think he had a big following with that. Everybody praised him on his pictures and thanked him for putting them up there and stuff like that. So yeah, he's a great guy to work with.
And the net, you told me he used to.
Oh yeah.
What was his ritual with the net?
Oh, his ritual in the net. When we set the net, it's a big net, but it all comes to a small end like this, and it's tied. So the fish are in the when you're done, it's a big bag of fish, but it's tied. It's only about that big. And before we throw it in the water, he'd look at it and he'd give it a kiss and he'd throw it in the water.
Yeah.
Come back full, he'd say, or he's always happy to. So if we were setting the net, he's always happy that we'd get some fish, thinking we were always going to get something.
Explain a little bit how the trawling operation works. You're trawling for smelt, which are
Yep.
small
Smelt.
silvery fish, right?
Yep.
How does it work on the boat in terms of the nets and what you do?
Well, the nets are big. They're probably like about 140 feet long, like on the bottom. There's like a bottom and a top. So the bottom sinks and the top floats. It's just like a big funnel. And so so it all goes to the very end of it, which is like this big. It comes right down to here on this. This is the very end of it. Right? And then this is the bag where all the fish get into. And this will get like as wide as that doorway over there full of fish.
Yeah.
And then you just undo the knot and this opens up and all the fish dump on deck. Well, you drag it on the bottom and then you just scoop up the fish basically. So it goes out and there's two cables that keep it open and they go to one cable that hooks up to these big steel doors here that hold the net to the bottom. And basically you just go along and scoop the fish off the bottom.
And does the net go at the back?
Yeah, net goes right out the back.
Yeah.
It goes out. It's like goes out. What is it? Like about 700 feet from the boat.
Yeah. And then do you pull it in through there as well?
No. Well, we pull it up to the boat.
Yeah.
And then we have to work with the wind. So the wind's pushing us away from the net. So the wind's always on this side, pushing us that way.
Yeah.
So the front of the net stays behind the boat, and this part comes up to the side.
And I see.
So this could be full. You could have like maybe 10 ton of fish in it, but you can only take so much at a time. So there's a spot here. You just choke it off like that, lift it up with the blocks, and then you just swing a bag in, and the rest just go back into the net. And then you retie it, throw it in, you shake it down till you get another big bag, and then you do the same thing until you empty it. Then you tie it back up. Throw it back in the water and set again if you need to.